Hi everyone! As you guys probably already know, if you've watched any of my videos or if you're part of my Facebook group, that I love Lime Life by Alcone's Perfect Foundation. It's the first product I ever tried, and it was really the thing that got me roped in. Once I tried the foundation, I was just blown away. So you'll oftentimes hear me talking and raving about that foundation. Well, I've had a lot of people lately who want to try the foundation, and they kind of reach out to me and ask me where to start. How do I start? I want to try this makeup that I keep saying, but how do I start? My first response is the Teen Collection. The Teen Collection is a great place to start. If you're just wanting to be, introduced to makeup in general, because I know a lot of people who maybe are more on the conservative side and want to just try something a little bit more for more coverage or just for, more of a made up look, polished look. Or if you're already a makeup wearer and you really just want to change to cleaner ingredients, this is a great place to start. So what you get in the Teen Collection is you get a Perfect Foundation, and then you get 2 concealer colors. You get a powder or a blush or bronzer, 2 eyeshadows, and a lip gloss. So that's a great beginning set of makeup right there. So anyway, today I'm going to show you how to kind of utilize your Teen Collection in a way that, you can get the best out of your makeup and save you a little bit of money. So first I'm going to start off with the Perfect Foundation, which in the Teen Collection, it comes in a palette that has your foundation and 2 concealer colors. Now, why would you need 2 concealer colors? A lot of people ask me that. Different concealer colors are used for different things. So like as far as corrective colors. So I tend to use, this one right here is number 3. That one is like a peachier tone. So any darkness that I have underneath my eyes, that really helps cover that up without having to cake on makeup. The color correction makes it so you don't have to wear a whole lot in order to correct the color that's coming or that's underneath. So for me, it's darkness under my eyes, and the peachier tones tend to cover that up. Now the other one is 2 for me, and that one is more towards like my actual color of skin. And so I use that for cover-ups, for redness around my nose. Another one that's good for redness is the number 1, because it has sort of like a greenish cast. I know that sounds weird, but it doesn't show up as green, and it's just to correct the red. Opposite colors basically is what we're doing here. For the orange and the blue, so peachier tones and darker tones under your eyes, and then red and green are contrast colors. So that's what they cancel each other out, just like in painting. So for me, I just have the color that's sort of like my skin color, because I use that for cover up or for like if I get a breakout, or if I just, around here or on my chin or whatever. I have some scarring from the earlier years that I use the skin color one to cover. So what I do is I dampen a Blenderful. This is our Blenderful, which is a beauty sponge. And it just gives a nice even coverage of foundation. And this is a wax-based foundation, and it's about 50% pigmented, so you do not need a lot, which is why this foundation is so great, because it feels like second skin. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn this twice in there, and I'm going to start in the middle. My skin is all prepped. I've put on my Sotox and my Skin Therapy moisturizer and my SPF primer. So that's what I've done with my skin before. But now it's time for foundation. So I'm going to start in the center of my face and just kind of dab on in the center of my face. And I'm not being too careful about anything. And then I start to blend out. So a little bit goes a very long way. And the pressing motion really works the best, except underneath your eyes when you gotta go underneath there. But as far as like around here, I really like to do that because it just like sets so nicely on my pores. And I'm gonna go back in with concealer around my eyes, but look how much that covers already. So just bring it down your neck just a little bit. I'm gonna sound strange while I'm doing that. So I barely used anything there. 2 turns in that. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my Concealer 3, and these concealers are waterproof concealers. They're made by Kryolan, and these are about 70% pigmented. So again, you don't need a whole lot, so it's not going to be cakey or anything, but it's going to cover what you need to cover. So I'm going to put a little bit right here, and really, it really works well when you apply with your fingers because of the wax base. It just kind of melts into your skin when you use your fingers. And then I just take the blender foam and I blend out. So I barely use any, but look how much that covered and brightened my eyes. So I'm gonna take my number 2 concealer, and I'm just gonna dot a little bit around my nose, which is where I get red, a little bit of scarring right here, and I'm gonna use it as a base for my eyeshadow. And I'm just gonna take my blender full and just dab that in. But I love how light it is. This is like the thing that I like the most. This is what I was afraid of. I used a powder foundation before, or I'll say a mineral foundation before I went to Lime Life, and I was so afraid to change from it because I just didn't want anything heavy. But by the end of the day, my face was just eating the foundation, and it's like I might as well have just not even had anything on, because it just went away and it wasn't covering, and I was really red by the end of the day. So, but I was really afraid of moving to a different kind of foundation because I just didn't want it to have that heavy feeling at the end of the day. Okay, so now that we have our foundation and concealer on, you have an option of doing a blush, a powder, or a bronzer. And I know it's not the most fun choice, and I always say this to all of my customers, all of my friends, that I suggest getting the translucent powder. I know it's not fun. We have awesome blushes and even more amazing bronzers, but this powder sets your foundation, and it's not like any other powder. It's very, very finely milled. So it goes on so smoothly. It goes on translucent, but it gives you such a velvety finish to your foundation. So I really suggest using the powder in this collection. Or if you are getting a blush in here, I suggest just getting that as an individual item. But it just goes on really, really nicely. And everybody that I've suggested this to has come back and saying, and have said, you're right on the powder. The powder is amazing. And I like to take a little bit extra and just put it in my eyelid for less likeliness to crease. Okay, so we have that together. So we have our foundation, our 2 concealers, and our powder. So those are the first items. Then we have our 2 eyeshadows. The ones that I chose for this collection, they're multi-use, which is really nice. This is professional quality, professional grade makeup. So you're able to use it for multi-functions. So the first one that I'm gonna use oops, is called Blush Hour. And I'm going to use this. I use this as my crease color almost every day. I love this as a crease color. It's just such a pretty, it looks really like pink. It has a pink hint to it, but it comes off very neutral and just kind of warms up your eye a little bit. But I also love it as a blush. So it's nice that I can use this for both as this option. So I'm going to first put on my blush. So I'm going to dab it in and knock off the excess. Again, everything that we have is very pigmented, so you don't need a whole lot, which is nice. So that is just like a really pretty blush color. And really soft. Hair's getting in my face. Okay, and then I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it in my crease and kind of blend it down into my lid. Now you can do any eyeshadows that you want in here. So if you have other Limelight eyeshadows and you're just looking to add to your foundation, you know, you can do any color in here, but these are just what I find the most convenient if you are starting out with the makeup and you just want like a basic look. And I wear this a lot, most times during the week. I will do these colors in some way, shape, or form with maybe some other colors. But if I'm just doing a basic look where I'm just running out and I'm going to school for something, or I just want to look nice, this is a perfect everyday look. So the other color that I picked was Taupe for the Best. And I am going to use this also in the crease. I'm going to come over here so I can see myself just a little bit better. And I'm going to place some product there and place some product here. And I am just going to, in a circular motion, blend up and over, concentrating on the outer edges of the eye. Okay, I'm going to do the same over here. And the awesome thing with this color is that you can also use this as an eyebrow color. And I use this every day as my eyebrow color. So what I do is I take this brush, which has a spoolie on one end and then a flat edge on the other. This is the best brush ever. I use this every day. I also can use this for liner too, for my eyes. But take your spoolie and brush your eyebrows where they need to go. This one doesn't behave. So we're gonna have to do something about that. And I just make a line underneath to create the shape of my brow. And then I just lightly fill in and make sure that the most of my product is on the outer edge. And then when I'm using the excess product on there, I move that over towards the center so you're not too harsh on the inside and all of the filling is really on the outer edge of your brow. And then you just take that through and soften it up. But like, look what a difference a brow makes between that side and that side. It just frames your eye really well. So I'm going to take that same color and do a line underneath. This is just how I do it. It just makes it easy for me. I've actually seen, and I think it's because my eyebrows go down on one side that I tend to do underneath first, but I've seen people do the top too first, just like the top across and then fill in on the bottom. I don't know why, I just can't get the hang of that one, and I do think it's because of just the direction as to where my eyebrows go. like I said, I've got unruly brows on one side. So I'm running out of product. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking whatever's left on there and then moving it towards the center to finish it off at the front so it's not so harsh. And I'm just going to brush through. A little bit more fill right there. Okay. And then the last thing that you get in the collection is a lip gloss. Now these are our signature lip glosses. How cute are these? This is a little mirror on the side here. And then they're also like bejeweled on the top, and they are just so pretty. And I love having these in my purse for whatever I'm doing. Even if I'm wearing a different, or if I'm wearing a lipstick or something, I use it to apply everything. It's just like a nice little convenient mirror in your purse. This color is called Peace, and this is just a really easy color to wear. It's not too dark or bold, but it just gives you enough color to have something on your lips, which is nice. So that's everything that comes in that collection. The only other thing that I would add personally would be the Perfect Mascara. So I am going to put some of that on just to finish up the look, but that's the only thing that's not included in that that I would buy separately, or you may already have it. This is the Fiber Mascara, and it lengthens and thickens without being clumpy or flaky, which is so nice. And to top it all off, you're not putting all the chemicals around your eyes like a lot of mascaras. I know a lot of people that just get drugstore stuff, and there's nothing, I'm not trying to knock drugstore stuff, but as long as it's, clean stuff, but a lot of it's not. And the response I get a lot from friends is, oh, well, I just use this, it does the job. And I'm sure it does, but you need to be careful about what you put, well, not only on your skin, but like around your eye. My eyes water a lot with like allergies, or I'm just like really sensitive to like dryness. If it's like dry in the air, my eyes water, and you just don't want to get that in your eye. You want to make sure if you're going to get mascara in your eye, it's not going to have anything bad in it. But look at how lengthening that is. It's the best mascara. This was another thing that I was really afraid to switch over, because I really liked my mascara I used for years and years and years and years and years. And it was one of those that it was great, but it also had a bunch of crap ingredients in it. So I really didn't get rid of, that was one of the last things that I got rid of, because I just didn't think I would find something that I would like as much. But I love this mascara, and I'm so glad that I found it, because that was just a really hard thing for me to get rid of. So that's the teen collection. So all of that together is $136 for all that. So the beginning makeup set that has anything that you need in it to start your makeup, besides mascara, but that's just me, I would add. So that saves you money when you buy everything together like that. And not only do you save money, but you also will be, with every purchase, there's, I think with this one, it's $12. I think it's $12 for this particular collection will be donated to the Brighter Together Foundation. And the Brighter Together Foundation, it's a foundation that empowers women that live in impoverished societies. And they're trying to give resources and training to women entrepreneurs from all over the world. So they're in places like India, Guatemala, Tanzania, all sorts of places. So literally when you are buying a makeup collection, you are empowering women. So how cool is that? So anyway, that is it. That's the teen collection. And if you guys want to get color matched for foundation and concealer, just let me know. And I can do that. And yeah, thanks for joining me. I think I'm going to go over next some of the other collections. Or if you want to go to Good Clean Fun Beauty with Marnie website or the Facebook group, there's lots of information on both, and you can see some of the other collections that Lime Life by Alcone offers you. Anyway, I hope that you guys are having a beautiful day, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.